It was just another Tuesday night, or so I thought. I was curled up on the couch, binge-watching my favorite show, when my phone screen lit up. A notification, but it wasn't from any app I recognized. It was a blank, white banner with stark, black text. "You are not alone." Checked the back door. There was no sender, no number, nothing. Just those chilling words. My heart started hammering against my ribs. Alone. I was supposed to be. My aunt and uncle were out for the night, and the house was miles from the nearest neighbor. I tried to dismiss it as a prank, a weird glitch, but the message wouldn't disappear. I muted the TV, my ears straining in the sudden silence, and then I heard it. A slow, heavy footstep from the kitchen. Creak. Pause. Creak. My blood ran cold. Someone was in the house. The bike door. The message wasn't a prank. My mind raced, trying to make sense of it. I slowly slid off the couch, my body trembling, and flattened myself on the floor behind it. My only thought was to call the police, but my hands were shaking so badly I could barely hold my phone. Just as my thumb hovered over the emergency call button, my screen lit up again. Same blank notification. New message. "Don't make a sound. He's looking for you." My breath hitched in my throat. He was looking for me. The footsteps were closer now, just outside the living room. I could hear the floorboards groaning under his weight. I squeezed my eyes shut, praying he wouldn't see me, praying this was all a nightmare. Who was he? What did he want? And who was sending me these warnings? My mind was a whirlwind of terror and confusion. Suddenly, my phone screen began to flicker violently. It went black, then flashed a blinding white. Apps opened and closed on their own, a chaotic digital dance I couldn't control. I thought the phone was broken, but then it stopped. A single folder I'd never seen before was centered on the screen. It was locked with a simple icon of a padlock. As I stared, the padlock icon clicked open on its own. The folder opened, revealing a list of files. My heart pounded as I read the names. Police records, missing child reports, and a single image file. My finger, trembling, tapped on the image. It was a picture of a man. His face was weathered, with deep lines around his eyes that spoke of years of worry. He looked tired but determined. Then, I tapped on one of the police records. It was a missing persons report, filed 17 years ago. The name of the missing child, ... was mine. Before I could process this, I heard the footsteps again, right at the entrance to the living room. I peeked over the top of the couch, and my soul just about left my body. The man standing in the shadows, his silhouette framed by the hallway light, was the same man from the picture on my phone. My mind was screaming. A criminal. A kidnapper. The police files must be about him. He was a wanted man, and he was here for me. I ducked back down, trying to stifle a sob. Why me? What was happening? I frantically scrolled through the documents, my eyes darting across the text, searching for answers. That's when I saw it. A line in a police report. A detail that changed everything. The man wasn't the suspect. He was the one who filed the report for his missing daughter. Me. My world tilted on its axis. The documents laid out a story I couldn't comprehend. My aunt and uncle, the people who had raised me, the people who told me my parents died in a car crash, were named as persons of interest in my disappearance. They had taken me. After a bitter family dispute, they had kidnapped me, their own niece, and raised me as their own, feeding me a lifetime of lies. My real parents, according to these files, had never stopped looking for me. This man, the man I thought was a monster, was my father. The documents were heartbreaking. Report after report, year after year. He had hired private investigators, put up flyers, spent his life savings searching for his lost little girl. "17 years of searching, 17 years of not knowing if I was alive or dead. He never gave up hope. The heavy footsteps I heard weren't those of a predator stalking his prey. They were the hesitant, hopeful steps of a father who had finally, after almost 2 decades, found his way home to his child. As this new reality crashed down on me, my phone buzzed one last time. Your location has been shared with authorities. Help is on the way. Help. But who is the danger? My head spun. Was it him? Or was it my aunt and uncle, who would be home any minute? Before I could even begin to process the question, the night was shattered by the sound of sirens, growing louder and louder as they raced down our secluded road. Red and blue lights flashed through the windows, painting the walls in frantic strokes of color. The front door burst open. Police. Hands, where I can see them. Officers swarmed into the house. I saw my father, the man from the picture, raise his hands slowly, his face a mask of confusion and fear. At that exact moment, my aunt and uncle's car pulled into the driveway. They walked in to see their home filled with police officers. Their faces went pale. An officer with a file knife approached them. The world seemed to move in slow motion as I heard the words, "You're under arrest for the kidnapping of... And he said my real name. A name I hadn't heard in 17 years. After the chaos died down and my aunt and uncle were taken away, the house fell silent again. Only this time, it was a different kind of silence. The man, my father, stood awkwardly in the middle of the living room, tears streaming down his face. A police officer gently explained that he had tracked me down through a private investigator who had placed a secret tracking and alert system on my phone. He wasn't a threat. He was just trying to find a way to reach me, to save me. He slowly walked toward me, his hands shaking. He knelt down so we were at eye level. "I'm your dad," he choked out, his voice thick with emotion. "I never, ever stopped searching for you." In that one moment, my entire life was rewritten. The past I thought I knew was a lie, and the future was a complete unknown. But for the first time, I didn't feel lost. I felt found. My father wrapped his arms around me, and for the first time in my life, I knew what it felt like to be home. My life changed forever that night, thanks to a series of mysterious messages on my phone. It just goes to show you, sometimes the truth finds you in the most unexpected ways, and a single notification can change your entire world. Thank you so much for watching this story. If you were on the edge of your seat, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible true stories. Until next time.